Hi and welcome to King's Football Show. This is the preview show for Arsenal versus Man United at the Emirates. But first of all, how's everyone doing? I know it's very late in Europe, in UK. But before that, let's run the intro. Hello everyone. I hope you're all well. Welcome to King's Football Show. This is the preview show for Arsenal versus Man United. But before we get into that, let's check the chat. And we've got Mr. 200, Grandad Guna. A bit late for me, but we'll catch up tomorrow. We do appreciate everyone, for coming over here, subscribing to the channel, sharing, liking. Whenever you got the time, you can view it. Do appreciate it. Hey, big up, Rich. Thank you so much for Wednesday when you drew to Man United, and thank you so much, Dave, for drawing to Newcastle. Big up to you. Big up to Patrick. Yeah, once a gooner, always a gooner. Hey, listen, I'm just following your footsteps. I want to be like you. That's it. That's it. Big up Nippon as well in the chat. Hope you're good, my brother. And guys, do make sure you do subscribe to Eagle Eye Football. They do a lot of content. They are Crystal Palace fans, but it's a lot of content, a lot of banter, quality stuff. And make sure you subscribe to Nippon's channel as well. And a Sports TV, Chelsea man, but some good content. Hey, big up my little bro, CM. Listen, tomorrow we are enemies. Tomorrow, you, Reelers, Patson, all the Man United fans, we're enemies. There's no such thing as friends tomorrow. I hope you're good, bro. Hey, big up to Alpha from the TET Discord. I'm trying to stay awake. I'm shattered. You got this, King. Much respect, much respect. And big up Peony as well. Got a lot of people today. I do appreciate it. Saturday, could do something else. Big up all of you tuning in. Penis like and fought in the chat. Whatever you do, as long as you like it, no issues at all. And big up Sam as well. Light and cute. And big up Luke. Big up Nav. Big up Moss. So let's do this. It's Man United versus Arsenal. So this is a very important game for both teams. Arsenal are sat at the top. We could be 2 points ahead of Man City going into this game, depending on what Man City against Wolves. If Man City beat Wolves, it would just be 2 points ahead. Obviously, they would have had 2 games ahead of us before we play. So we do have to take that into consideration. But there will be pressure on Arsenal. We do play at home. We need to win this. And we need to make sure we put them Man United fans back to it. We need to humble them. That's what we need to do. But it's a big game. 2 managers that are doing very well. Mikel Arteta's done fantastic with Arsenal, especially this season, to be able to sit top with so many points, with so many wins, and only 1 loss and 2 draws in 18 games. It's impressive, And I think only 4 teams in the entirety of Premier League history has ever managed to get a higher point tally after 18 games. So big up to Mikel. But we also have to big up Erik ten Hag, Bias aside, he came into Man United. It was not an easy job. Man United been struggling ever since Sir Alex left, especially this past few years. I think it's 5 years now without winning any trophy. The situation with Ronaldo, all these big stars that come to United and underperformed, and everything that happened, Ole had to go and Ralph had to go, and with the board and selling the club. It's not been easy, but fair play to Ten Hag. He lost the first 2 games against Brentford and Brighton. and it wasn't looking good for Man United. And a lot of people were questioning him. But he's managed to make Man United a team that is very solid, a team that you really don't like to play. There's a lot of master players in, Martinez, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes. These people, they will kick you. They will play hard. They won't, fear to go in too hard in 50-50 duels. And he's a clear strategy on how he wants to play. And I think the longer he stays at Man United, the more every time football philosophy you will see. But they are in the top four fight. They are fourth right now. They played less games than Newcastle, and they are in a title challenge. I mean, if they win tomorrow, God forbid, they're up there in the title challenge. And they are a team to fear. I think they are in a 9 or 10 game unbeaten run, which they haven't lost, which is impressive. Last time they lost was to Good Evening, and after that they haven't lost a game. And I think they were in like 8 or 9 winning streak. And so it's like the two most informed teams are playing at the Emirates. But the good thing for Arsenal is that we haven't lost at the Emirates. We've got the best home record, the best away record. We don't usually lose to Man United at home. I think the last time we lost was 2017 or something like that, or even further. But I was checking the last 5 games, 6 games at the Emirates, and we either win or draw, but we don't lose. And last year, as you can remember, Saka, boom, Bruno missing that penalty. It was a very, very, very good game for fans and neutral fans and Arsenal fans. And Saka usually scores against United. I think 3 goals against it or something like that. He likes to score. So hopefully we can see Saka boom tomorrow. Let's check the chat. What are you guys saying? We're gonna slap United. Yeah, I like that. Hopefully we can. They fully need to be home. They do. This one customer of mine is a United fan. He said we will bottle the league and lose to them. That Pandu we're gonna bottle the second round. Listen, like history tells us that if you win the amount of game Arsenal won, you either finish first or second. I don't think there's no such thing. Like, everybody was expecting a big drop off after the good start that we have. I think proven now that we whatever happens on Sunday, we're here to stay. We're not just gonna walk away and struggle to get fourth or just give the league to Man City. We're gonna go all the way. And I've said it a few times, I do think Arsenal can win the league. I really do think we can. And it's not gonna be easy. You can never underestimate Man City. They've done it. Got quality team, quality players, quality manager. But I don't rate that Man City defense. There seems to be something going on in that squad. Let's see how they react against Wolves. But I think they were lucky that Spurs were so poor in the second half. Really, they should have lost that game. Fair play to them to come back. And yes, they don't respect us, so we have to show them. And I do believe we show them. So we're gonna do a bit of fun. I've done like a combined 11 for Man United and Arsenal, and the rules are it has to be minimum 4 players from the opposition team. Otherwise, it would probably be just Rashford. So yeah, I'm gonna show you my combined 11, and you can put yours in the chat as well. But remember, it has to be minimum 4 Man United players. I think there it is. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. So I've got De Gea in goal, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, and Luke Shaw. In midfield, we've got Odeegard, Casemiro, Granit Xhaka, and up top, we've got Saka, Rashford, and Martinelli. And I was struggling to decide who the 4 Man United player was. Sorry, guys, just a quick phone call. Sorry, that was my wife trying to check what I want to eat later on. Big up wifey, always looking out for me. So yeah, I've put in 4 Man United player, and it was between putting in one of Varane, Lautaro Martinez, or De Gea. I choose De Gea because I just love the partnership between Gabriel and Saliba. I didn't want to tear that up. I think at right back, Ben White is clear. I think Dallas had a very good season, but he's not been as good as Ben White. And I think Luke Shaw, surprisingly, after starting very shaky, I feel like Luke Shaw always needs competition. As soon as he gets competition, it's like he steps up. He needs motivation. He needs to feel that he's not comfortable. Fair play to him. He's playing very well, both as left back and centre back, left centre back. Obviously, I would have loved to put in Partey. I was thinking putting him instead of Saka, but the season Granit's had and the way he's playing, how important he is, and how good Casemiro is. I was like, let's keep Saka there, especially how good he is in his fixture. And then we got Saka, Rashford, and Martinelli. Let me see if you guys put in anything. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Man United play Martinez as DM tomorrow, or if they. I think Eric Ten Hag is going to try and pack the midfield. Don't be surprised if we see McTominay, Fred, and Eriksen as a trio, and Bruno Fernandes on the right, because he's going to look at Arsenal, but Arsenal dominate. And the fact that Zinchenko plays like a midfielder in that inverted role, and there's no Casemiro, he's going to want to overcrowd the midfield. I think if he just plays Bruno, Eriksen, one of McTominay and Fred, it's going to be a long, long day for Man United. Yeah, the Ramsdale is better. I agree, but it had to be 4 Man United players. King out, big up. Ramsdale over De Gea. Remember, guys, it has to be four players for Man United. Most team is Rami, Luke Shaw, Lisandro, Saliba, White, Casemiro, Eriksen, Odeegard, Saka, Rashford, and Jesus. No Martinelli. Interesting. But yeah, it's a lot of Man United play. Right? Got Rashford, got Eriksen, got Casemiro. That's 3. Shaw 4, and Lisandro 5. Oh, fair play. Same with the attack, in my opinion. I reckon they will play Luke Shaw centre back. I was thinking that, but then again, are they gonna risk in playing Malacia against Bukayo Saka? I mean, Malacia, he was struggling against Saka in the first game, and he's good going forward, but he's not really amazing defense, in my opinion. Yeah, but it's interesting 11s from all of you. Yeah, I think. Listen, I used to really rate that. I think for me, a couple of years ago, he was really up there as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And I think then he had a few seasons where he was really struggling. He's picked up, but I do prefer Ramsdale now. Currently, if you ask me, can I have Ramsdale or I'm picking Ramsdale? I think even Ten Hag picked Ramsdale because you can tell he wants to play out from the back. And Ramsdale is one of the best goalkeepers in the league playing from the back. Yeah, nah, Shaka is better than Ericsson. Most is biased because of his Scandinavian roots. Yeah, and this I agree to. I rate Casemiro and I rate Partey. I actually said I would have taken Casemiro, Arsenal, and move up Partey to that box-to-box role. He does so well. I think Casemiro's class, but if I could pick one of them, I'm taking Partey just because of the way we want to play. It's integral that our DM is an expert with breaking the line, the passes, and that's why Zinchenko is playing ahead of Tierney And that's not because Tierney is not a good left back. I think as a left back, probably Tierney is better than Zinchenko, especially in defense. But when it comes to passing, taking a position in the middle, breaking the line, dominating possession, technical ability, Zinchenko is just on another level. But Tierney's learning, and he's another alternative. And I think if you're playing away from home, I wouldn't mind playing Tierney, especially if you're playing against pacey wingers. Tierney is a good one-on-one defender. Moss doesn't really rate Saka. That's why. I think Bruno's had a good season for Man United. I do think that he's learning to be less wasteful and be more complete on the ball and not just take risk passing and shooting and just focusing on goals and assists. I do think he's stepping up. But I take Odeegard over Bruno any day. And he's so annoying, Bruno Fernandes, with all his going up to the referee, shouting, complaining. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So yeah, if we look at the head-to-head, obviously previously Man United won against us 3-1 at home. And before that, last season, we won 3-1 at home. We lost 3-2 away from home. And the season before that, we drew 0-0 at home. And we won away at Old Trafford 1-0. And the season before that, we won 2-0 at home and 1-1 away from home. So as you can see, we haven't lost at Old Trafford. At Emirates to Man United for a very long time, guys. Very long time. So I'm hopeful. Put in your predictions into the chat. I think 2-0 Arsenal. I think we're too strong for Man United. I think we will win this game. I think the team we will put out will probably be Ramsdale in goal, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, Ben White, Partey, Saka, Odeegard, and then Martinelli, Eddie Nketiah, and Bukayo Saka. And what's so wonderful now is that we got Fabio Vieira, who's getting in better form. We got Smith Rowe, who's now fully back from injury. And we got our new number 19, Leandro Trossard. And that's a big game changer for Arsenal. To be able to put these players in if we need a goal, if we need to control, put more pressure in the position, is a game changer. And the fact that we still got Jesus who's out, that he's going to come back. We are signing a Chubori, the Polish centre-back. We're making moves. And it shows that the club are not joking, they're serious. And I think tomorrow, our bench could be the difference. Where last game, where Partey was out, Vieira has just joined the Premier League and he's not had a preseason, and we didn't have a Smith Rowe. United could bring on Ronaldo from the bench. I think they had a better bench that game and they won that game. I think when we made the 3 substitution, that's when we lost the game, because I do think we were in control, we were playing better. I don't usually like to talk about referee decisions. It is what it is. We know that Premier League referees are not good. They make mistakes for all the teams. Every team this season can give you games where they feel they got robbed by the referees. So I'm not going to use that as an excuse, but I think Arteta's going to have learned from the game, going to try and nullify Rashford. And I think if we do, with no Casemiro, I think we got a very strong chance to win this game. So yeah, for me, 2-0 Arsenal. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. See, we've got Sam saying 2-1 Arsenal. Benny Blank has to score this game. Wouldn't that be wonderful if Ben White scores his first goal for Arsenal against Man United? What a season he's had. Yeah, I love this. 3-1, Saka, boom, Odeegard, and Saka, Trossard, Arsenal go. I take that. I take that. I do think Trossard's going to come on from the bench and score. Actually, I won't be surprised. Moss is saying Saka, Odeegard, 2 goals, Rashford for them. Bring on Trossard for 70 scores to 3-1. So a lot of people think that Trossard is going to come on and score, and I wouldn't be surprised. Trossard is a big game player. He scored, I think, 13 goals against the big six teams. This season he scored 3 against Liverpool. He scored 2 against Man City before. I think he scored 1 against Man United and got 2 assists this season. So he likes to play against them. Yeah, I think he will. I think he will get some minutes. I think Trossard will be subbed up. I think we'll see him. He's ready. That's the thing as well. Trossard, he's ready to play for us. He's even ready to start. He comes from the Premier League. He comes from 2 managers who likes to play similar kind of football as Arteta and likes to dominate possession. And he can play all over the place. He can play left wing, right wing. He can play centre forward. He can play false 9. He can play number 10, number 8, and left wing back. He's so versatile. And he can go on the left. He can go on the right. But yeah, guys, I wanted to do a previous show with some Man United fans, but unfortunately, Realist, Eddie, they bottle it. They fear us. They got stressed. I called them out to do the show. So all I hear is excuses, excuses, excuses. And I think tomorrow when we smoke them, it's going to be the same thing. We're going to hear excuses. Oh, we didn't have Casemiro. Oh, the referee. Oh, this and that. Listen, I don't care. As long as we win, I'm going to be a happy man. I'm going to watch the game at my cousin's house. He's a Man United fan. So we better win. We better make sure we win. And I do think we will. Kivio will be presented tomorrow. He's basically a done deal. I think first now the clubs depends on Cedric. If Cedric signs for Fulham, I think we get him. I do think we get him. If you got any last minute questions that you want to throw into the chat or speak about any topics before we end the stream, feel free to put it in. Today is a chill stream, and thank you to all 10 of you still here live with us. We do appreciate all of you. And, as I said, Arsenal don't usually lose at home let me actually check that. When was the last time we lost at home to Man United? Arsenal. If you know it, put it in the chat. Yes, 2019, it was when Alexis Sanchez and Lingard were there. Yeah, so it's been January 2019, according to Google. So yeah, it's been a while. It's 4 years. 4 years. Yeah, man. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. For me, this is the biggest game of the season so far. I love to play Man United. Every year, this is the game that I'm looking forward to most. Most of my family members, cousins, and friends, they're all Man United fans. So I love to beat them, hate to lose against them. And growing up, this was the game of the season, the battles at Highbury and Old Trafford, Wenger versus Sir Alex, Martin Keown versus Van Nistelrooy, Vieira versus Roy Keane. used to get really heated and nasty. And I feel like it's never going to be that again, but we are definitely getting to a respectable level where two teams who are on the rise, playing good brand of football, got a couple of warriors in both teams. It's going to be feisty tomorrow. Yeah, I think Lampard will get sacked. I think if they don't sack him this week, he's just a few games away from getting sacked. But that's it from me, guys. Almost a half an hour stream. I won't hold you for long. I know it's getting late and it's Saturday. Enjoy your Saturday. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm looking forward to the game. Hopefully tomorrow we will do a reaction stream with me very happy celebrating the win at the Emirates. Yo, big up Baga. I'm good, man. I'm still in Gambia, been struggling to be able to stream, but this is my third stream this week, so we are trying to get back to putting our content consistently. Thank you for the support. And guys, don't forget to like the content, share it, and subscribe. As you can see under here, like, share, subscribe. But yeah, man, thank you so much to all of you. I'm out now, but it's been a great stream. And tomorrow we're gonna smash United. And as you all know, we are still top of the league,